Ogunlana, Ogun Security ló mú wa láǹfààní. Àwọn akèrèfín náà wá jẹ yóò mọ́rùn. Àbòkárí ayé ya gbogbo dá. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni tó fi.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are listening to me. I'm Dr. Oludare Ogunlana, Principal Consultant at Ogun Security Research and Strategic Consulting LLC. Welcome to my podcast. And this podcast closes the year 2025 with clarity and discipline, where we review defining cyber incidents across Africa in 2025. We equally examine Nigeria counterterrorism realities, including the U.S. strike in Sokoto State, Nigeria. We project what 2026 is likely to bring, and we conclude with a leadership recognition grounded in evidence, not sentiment. Now let us get started. Why 2025 redefined African security? Of course, the year 2025 redefined Africa's security environment. Cyber incident escalated into sustained national security threats. Terrorist organizations refined their digital operations. Government digitized services faster than they secured them. Public trust eroded under repeated data breaches and inconsistent responses. Cybersecurity, counterterrorism, and geopolitics merged into a single operational space. The separation between digital security and physical security collapsed completely in 2025. Across Africa, incidents intensified in scale and in intent. Government ministries suffered ransomware attacks that altered public services. Healthcare systems experienced prolonged outages. Universities lost research data. Ports, logistic platforms, and financial institutions faced disruption driven by API exploitation and third-party compromise. West Africa saw persistent attacks against public sector and fintech platforms. East Africa experienced telecom and logistic disruption with cross-border effect. Southern Africa faced intrusion into energy and transportation system, and North Africa recorded espionage-linked cyber activity targeting defense and foreign affairs institutions. These were not random crimes. They were structured, understanding-driven operation, and Africa now operates within an environment of sustained cyber conflict, and that's the reality of today. Nigeria remained a focal point in 2025. Cyber incidents affected government digital services, educational platforms, and financial systems. Cloud adoption accelerated without measured governance. Data breaches damaged institutional credibility. Transparency gaps deepened public distrust. Counterterrorism operations continued. However, extremist groups maintained resilient digital ecosystem. Recruitment, propaganda, and financing adapted faster than enforcement mechanisms. Cyber intelligence, financial intelligence, and field operations frequently operated in silos, and that fragmentation limited our outcomes. Now, think about the U.S. strike in Sokoto State in Nigeria. That U.S. kinetic strike in Sokoto State marked a defining moment. It signaled impatience with intelligence gaps and operational delays. It demonstrated that external actors will act when threats persist. It underscored the cause of weak intelligence fusion and inconsistent counterterrorism execution. Sovereignty increasingly depends on performance. Credibility erodes when threats remain unmanaged. Several lessons emerge from all these things. Several lessons emerge with clarity as well. Cybersecurity failure now translates directly into national security risk. Counterterrorism without cyber and financial intelligence remain incomplete. AI adoption without governance magnify exposures. External intervention become more likely as domestic credibility weakens. Trust has become a strategic security asset. These lessons apply across government, enterprise, and academia. Sad enough, the trend of 2025 will intensify in 2026, and that's the reality. AI-enabled fraud and influence operation will target elections, financial system, and public opinion. Regulatory scrutiny around data protection and AI accountability will expand. We're going to see litigation tied to neglect AI deployment that's going to be in increase. Security operation will shift towards intelligence-led driven model. Hybrid threat blending, cyber intrusion, disinformation, and kinetic violence will become routine. Preparation will separate resilience from exposure. For us at OSRS, we're going to continue to focus on execution. We deliver intelligence-driven cyber risk assessment. We support AI governance and audit readiness that align with global standard. We provide incident response and digital forensic grounded in evidence. We support counterterrorism, cyber monitoring, and open source intelligence integration. We train executives. We're going to continue doing that. Law enforcement, intelligence unit, and students. We continue independent research and policy analysis that will be able to help industry and government. We bridge technology, policy, and operational security. And to this very important part, at this point in time, when people are searching for leadership, OSRS now announced its Security Leader of the Year 2025. Ogun Security Research and Strategic Consulting LLC recognized Brigadier General Mohamed Buba Marwa, retired, who happens to be the chairman of National Drug Law Enforcement Agencies of Nigeria, as Security Leader of the Year 2025, following an independent AI-assisted and evidence-based assessment of Nigeria's security leadership. And this recognition reflects leadership clarity at a time when many security institutions struggle with hesitation and public distrust. As head of NDLEA, General Buba Marwa consistently emphasized discipline, accountability, and intelligence-driven operations. He acknowledged institutional weakness openly and pursued reform grounded in operational reality rather than denial. In a year marked by deflation and erosion of confidence, that posture really matters. Leadership does not eliminate risk. Leadership confronts risk directly, measure it honestly, and build systems capable of managing it. With this, we're proud of his achievement and we say congratulations to His Excellency General Buba Marwa, retired. Let me close by saying this. Africa's security futures remain unwritten, and the year 2026 will reward clarity, preparation, and leadership. Ogun Security Research and Strategic Consulting LLC stands ready to support those prepared to confront reality and build resilient system. Thank you for listening, and I wish everyone prosperous year 2026.
Batani ma fidanisi, 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 batani ma fidanisi. Ogun Security, ọdún àyájọ́ mẹ́ta. Ọdún àyájọ́ mẹ́ta.